Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors.
That means that you will fight Triple G later this year.
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a very special late night edition. You're now tuned in to the voice of Nesta Gibbs, late night on WBS .5 When FM. Yo, give you my radio voice, but what's good though? Good to be back. Out here in Alabama. Obviously, the home of Deontay Wilder. I'm in camp with the champ and bringing you guys as much coverage as I can. So don't forget to check the YouTube channel for all the latest videos and vlogs that are out. But being here in Alabama prompted me to do this show, man. I was talking to Leonard Ellerby and basically all around the world, the same song. You know, all around the world, same song. It's the same old song. Like, everybody seems to be making an excuse as to why they cannot fight Devin Haney. And let me tell you, this is all new to me. I promise you, this is all new to me. I had no clue until I was in Vegas. Jump to said, that's your alien talk radio voice. I had no clue about any of this until I was in Vegas, and I, met up with Haney and had the opportunity to meet his dad for the first time. And, I don't know if he wants anybody to know, but he's in Vegas, right? So, like, we smoked hella J's together, and we really politicked, and we talked some boxing, and man, it's just like, man, well, here's some audio evidence, right? Let's play some of this stuff here. What do we got here? Where did I put it at? But if you're just tuning in, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. You know it's going to help with that visibility of the show. So this is post-fight, Devin Haney defeating Abdullayev.
I think you said his name wrong. It's Lomachenko, because he doesn't want to fight me. But it's, I feel like I'm ready for the fight. This is the WBC mandatory. So, Lomachenko, come on, man. Let's get this fight going.
A lot of guys have said they want Lomachenko. You're the next on that list.
Lomachenko.
My mistake. A lot of guys say they want him. What makes you believe that at this stage of your career, you're ready for that type of fight?
Like I said, Abdullayev was the number 2, mandatory. I went in there, I destroyed him. He was no contest for me. If I'm so easy, Lomachenko should just fight me and get me out the way.
Yo, I gotta back this guy. We do shows telling Charlo to talk this way. No respect for Vasil, calling him Lomachenko. And it doesn't just stop there, right? Because if it was just Lomachenko, it's easy to say, come on, man, he calling out the best, they busy. That's like you calling out Canelo. He's busy, man. He got hella shit to do. But when you talk to other people, right? So obviously you guys seen my video with Calvin Ford and his whole team, right? It was like Gervonta Davis's team sat down, Malik Hawkins, Calvin Ford, and their second trainer. And, they're basically like, let Devin Haney get a few fights. Let little dude make some money. It's like, what do you mean? Like, he's ready to fight. He's got a belt. You about to go for a regular. He's got a WBC real deal. You know? And obviously they're like, nah, we need to go into this fight, get the belt. They want leverage. Cool. So that's his trainer. Then I talked to Ellaby yesterday, and he's on this high horse trip how they, Mayweather Promotions, have built stars, but he's really just talking about Floyd and how they hold these numbers for Gates and all this stuff, you know, that they know how to build stars. That the media and hardcore fans, we're just a little pool of people, and they're trying to have their fighters be viewed by bigger pools. And that's all cool. You know, that's all cool. But when I pressed them on the comparison of Floyd's upbringing and Gervonta's upbringing, you know, he had no answers for that. And the difference is that Floyd was fighting great opposition. You know, Tank fought Pedraza for his title, and that's it. You know, we need him to fight somebody. So now here you got a dude that everyone wants to call green, but no one wants to fight him. So Haney's not big enough for Tank because according to Ellerby, Tank is the biggest fight at 26, 30, and 35 for anybody out there. He believes he's the A side. So he believes he's the A side. So yeah, you know, bit difficult when you're thinking of Haney and Tank. You know, and that'll be a big fight. I really believe it will be a big fight. But is it ready right now? How many people will be tuned in? Because again, when I pushed Ellerby, it's like, yo, isn't Tank doing like 400 to 600,000? Like, how is he this huge star? But in Ellerby's eyes, he is, and they have the formula. So Haney's not on the menu for them. He said he knows Tank's next 3 fights, and I'm assuming Haney isn't one. We obviously know it's Gamboa, then Leo Santa Cruz. Who else could be the next one? You know, texting back my girl. She didn't know I was doing a show. Remember, I'm in Alabama over here. And you know, it's like I said, being here, speaking to Ellerby and seeing, okay, this is another person from the Tank team that also is giving me excuses as to why they can't fight Haney. First, it was Calvin Ford, you know, and his excuse was like, we too ready for Haney. Let him make some money, you know. And basically Tank's busy too. You know, we trying to build something over here. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now we move on to Ryan Garcia, who post-fight, his fight with Romero Duno, when Chris Mannix asks him about a fight with Devin Haney, he straight up says, I'm only 21 or some shit like that. Whatever age he is, he says, yo, I'm only 21. I'm not going to be rushed. And basically he called out Luke Campbell and Jorge Linares. Like, no one wants a title shot. Now I'm scratching my head. Now I'm like, okay, wait a minute. We got to start to pay this some sort of attention because I'm not understanding what's going on. Because, okay, if you are Haney's mandatory or Haney's your mandatory, I could see the danger in that. But it's a title shot, you know? it's not an eliminator. So it's not like Ryan and Devin will be fighting for the opportunity to face Vasil. No, Devin's a champ, and they don't want that fight. So then Tank is fighting for a vacant regular versus Gamboa. And, you know, look, Ellerby seems to think they're going to fucking blow Atlanta out the water, and that's great. That's great. But don't tell me that Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis doesn't do better business in Atlanta than fucking Yurokis Gamboa. So, you know, the question is, are they really ducking him? And everything seems to point to yes. Everyone seems to be doing other things. And I don't understand it. But this was the nail on the coffin in terms of what I expect from fighters when they are seeking a fight.
Lomachenko is a great fighter. You know, I take nothing away from him. And that's exactly why I want to fight him, because he's a great fighter. And no disrespect to, you know, any of his other opponents, but it was obviously, you know, too green for him too. So if I'm too green, let me just go on the list with all the other green fighters that he fought. One thing that I can say is, if I'm just so easy, if I'm so green, if I'm not ready, why not just fight me and beat me? Get me out the way. If I saw somebody and it was just an easy payday and it was just something, I would fight him too. So why not just fight me and get me out the way? I'm talking a lot. I'm making a lot of buzz. I'm calling his name every single day. I DM'd him on Instagram. He didn't respond. Why not just get me out the way?
It's not easy. It's not
And there you have it. It's like, damn, if it's such an easy fight, if the dude is green, well, put him on the list with the rest of the green fighters that you've already beat. Everyone else that you faced you were too good for them. So what's the difference here? But, you know, the funny thing is it's not just Lomachenko. It's Ryan, and it's also Gervonta. Now, I haven't spoken to Tank personally on the matter. Obviously, Ellerby and Calvin Ford, I feel like that's close enough to the situation for me to at least make some sort of a judgment, you know, or pass judgment. Ryan Garcia's post-fight interview for me was enough to know that he doesn't want it. Teofimo and Richard Comey don't need to discuss Haney, but we know that Teofimo didn't want it. Teofimo was in a WBC, it was some sort of, not eliminator, but some sort of tournament for this position that Haney eventually received and was elevated to full champion for. Teofimo decided to go the other direction in the IBF. You know, so ultimately it could have been Teofimo and Devin Haney fighting for an eliminator or fighting for this full. But Teofimo went the other way. And I get it. Man. You know, people probably look at Haney and they're like, man, he's got a strap. I need to have one too go into that fight to make it bigger, make it worth my while. But, I mean, this kid, let me stop calling him a kid. This guy hasn't faced anyone yet. So people are, I don't know, getting... I don't know. I don't know why no one wants to face him. So, you know, when we talk about no one wanting to face him, I'm going to help you with that in a second. I'm going to pull up the WBC new rankings or ratings, right? Because he is the WBC champion, and all this took place after the convention. So obviously they put out their new rankings. Let me get that date for you. This was sent to me the 29th of October. So let me just pull this up. I should just screen share this with you, right? Why not? Did that work? Okay, that didn't work. I guess I got to go up here. Hold on. Yo, got the sleep face. Okay, let's see. Bam. So these are the official ratings that came out on October. So we'll scroll down to 135. Mind you, this guy can't even make 135 much longer. Like, if he's not going to get a fight, he's out. He's moving up to 140. So he's going to be Josh Teller's problem and everybody else in a bit. But it's just sad that, he's trying to fight these dudes and they don't want him. So here you have franchise champion Vasyl Lomachenko from the Ukraine. Champion is Devin Haney. And look at this. So if Mikey wanted, he could make a fight with Devin Haney. Mikey's a free agent. Yes, he works with Al Heyman, but he's still a free agent according to him and his brother. So what could he do? He could easily, get back on the phone with Eddie Hearn. They've been talking, haven't they? According to Eddie. And he can say, hey, how much you willing to give me to fight Devin? And he can activate his emeritus status. I'm sure that emeritus status gives Mikey Garcia some sort of percentage guarantee versus just, going into it and being a challenger and receiving a challenger's negotiated purse. So we'll go down the rankings, right? So number 1 was Gervonta Davis. I spoke to Bill Haney, the father of Devin, who said they didn't even make the call to Gervonta because they knew his fight was already officially announced. Remember that all this took place for Devin in terms of wanting to make a title defense. So I'm talking to Bill. We're talking, I don't know, November 1st, something like that, because this is all fresh. Like I said, the rankings came out the 29th. Obviously, he heard the show. And, he's like, no, we want to defend our title. Because I'm like, bro, if you elevated, then defend your belt. Why are you not defending your belt? Because Mauricio in the interview said Devin Haney is not defending his belt on November 9th. But all that changed. And when you see that I interviewed Haney live, I said, wait, I thought you wasn't defending your belt, because I asked Mauricio in Mexico and he said you wasn't. And he said things changed and he smiled. And that's good because that means he's listening. And they changed that, right? So, boom. This is how we end up on this particular fighter that we have scheduled for Saturday. His name being Alfredo Santiago from the Dominican Republic, but I believe he's living in Puerto Rico right now. So, Gervonta Davis is already scheduled. Fight is announced. Tickets are being sold, which I might add, a lot of the top has already been sold out, according to Gervonta Davis's Twitter. So he was number 1. And you heard my interview, which obviously I didn't get to upload in time and is all over Fight Hype and all the other channels that love to steal my voice. LRB says, oh, Tank ain't no one's mandatory. And I'm like, well, technically he is. Until he wins the title, he's still the number 1 in the BC rankings, which makes him the mandatory. So Luke Campbell, they asked him, no can do, short notice. Javier Fortuna already fighting for the opportunity to be the mandatory versus, he's fighting, I can't remember right now. Sheesh, I don't know. Oh, that's dope. I like that. I forgot that they said they had that set up like that. But why is it not? Okay, here we go. No? This makes no sense. But anyway, let me go back. No. I forgot that they said they had the box rec attached, but for whatever reason, it opened up in a private web browser, which doesn't have my information stored. So forget that. We won't find out who Fortuna's fighting just yet. Maybe I'll do it from my phone or something. So where are we here? This is not 140. We got to go down one more. Boom. So obviously, again, Tank busy with Urokis. Luke Campbell didn't want it, according to Haney. Fortuna tied up with someone. No, Mendy says no. He beat Abdulayev. Panetta allegedly no. Bartholomew, they didn't send an offer, but he wouldn't take it because he used to spar Haney early when Haney was 15. This is his father talking. I'm paraphrasing his father telling me, they respect Rancies, but Rancies know what's up. Ryan, you heard what's up. He don't want it. Jorge, he don't want it. Cuellar just lost to Fortuna for the opportunity. So Fortuna will rapidly become mandatory or be forced in another eliminator. If Luke Campbell decides with his team that he probably wants an opportunity and Haney doesn't give him a voluntary shot, it'll probably be Fortuna and Campbell for the mandatory because Tank will be removed from the rankings once he beats Gamboa and receives WBA regular title as some sort of champion in whatever other sanctioning body. You get removed from champion in the other sanctioning bodies, right? So, I have no clue who a Tagago was, and I said that to Bill, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who this dude is. None of these dudes, right? So it doesn't matter to me. Lee Selby also is in a fight or just came out of a fight, but Alfredo Santiago is no different than Romero Duno, whoever this Edius Tatili is, whoever Marcos Venezuela, whoever all these, I don't even know any of these dudes. From 11 down, who are you? Okay? Ladarius Miller is with TMT, and I've heard of him. George Cambroso, I've heard of him. Ricky Burns. But look how deep we're talking. Terry Flanagan, we're talking number 20. Like, whoever's in the top 10, I don't even know these dudes. I haven't ever seen them fight. So Haney defending his belt versus any of these dudes, it doesn't matter. Especially in his top 15. Like, there's absolutely no sexy name for him that isn't Tank, and that's it. And that's in his sanctioning body. So that means that he would need to unify, but Vasil has all those belts, and when Teofimo Richard Comey fight, winner fights Vasil. So who the fuck is Haney supposed to be fighting in the meantime is all I'm saying. Like, none of these names are sexy. Ryan Garcia would have been the biggest fight for him. I guess in the meantime, I won't mind Javier Fortuna. I can't act like, some sort of bougie boxing fan. I wouldn't mind Javier Fortuna. I wouldn't even mind Jorge Linares for Haney. I wouldn't mind it, but I wouldn't put it past you if he doesn't take it because he also used to train in Las Vegas with Ismael Salas, and that's where the gym that Haney used to frequent. And look, the Haneys they fight sparring. They don't do, work sparring. You see what they put out. They beating you up. So don't be one of the dudes, like Jay said, don't be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen. So I don't know. Are they ducking them? It's really for you to decide. But I pretty much made up my mind. I think that, the answer to that is yes. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to fight him. People are saying they're not ready. That's Ryan. Others are saying they're busy. They have their own plans. So and listen, Ellerby is he's coming from a delusional standpoint. I mean, look, he was, first of all, wait till I put out my interview with him if that wasn't stolen as well. I don't know, but he believes that a B side cannot offer an A side shit, which I feel like I checkmated him, but you be the judge of that and we'll debate it in the comments. I got the lines open if there's anybody up late with me here rocking out. I'm in Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the home of the WBC champ. Tomorrow's going to be the hardest spawn day. They're supposed to be doing like 10 to 12 rounds tomorrow, so it's going down. Today was my first time having a strength and conditioning session with him. Hold on a minute. Had to clear the throat. You know what's the worst part of not being in your home studio? Is that you can't smoke in the studio, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, yeah, man, I'm expecting some good work tomorrow. Really like the sparring partners that are here. Mike Polite Coffee, it's a guy I'm high on. I put out his interview on the vlog on his decisions to re-sign with King's Promotion. So yeah, I was hoping that Eddie would have picked him up since Eddie was heavyweight heavyweight shopping. This is the dude that actually beat Nkosi Solomon in like the New York Golden Gloves or something like that. But yeah, Eddie didn't pick him up, and he actually told me that the offer that he received was the best offer that was out there. So, good for him. But can't wait to see him spar Wilder. I'll probably do like immediate reaction or live reaction to it. Obviously, I won't be able to show you the sparring, but I could do like a live reaction to watching it. Sometimes the sparring is a bit paced, man. They be scared to get in there with the champ. They be scared to let their hands go. I don't know, they're afraid of what's coming back at them. But let me see. We got some comments here. I'll get to some comments. Make sure we got no super chats. No late night love. Okay, I'll buy my own coffee. Thank you. Teofimo getting stopped soon. Why would Haney fight him after that? Damn. Really? Think he getting stopped? Vapes ain't bad, man. I'm not fucking with vapes, and that shit ain't the same, man. It's flower power. And no, what it do? Whoa. What up? People deluded when they think Teofimo beats Comey. Really? Please, Haney getting the money, getting the dollar signs. I mean, versus Alfredo Santiago. What are they giving him for that, champ? Can't be that much. Ooh. Jeffrey says Lee Selby would beat Haney, Ness. Let's make it happen. I mean, Lee Selby needs a world title shot. I just seen Lee Selby fighting Ricky Burns? You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. You're mad, Jeff. You must be from the UK if you think that shit. Now, because I just remember he just fought Ricky Burns, bro. And I guarantee you, Haney stops Ricky Burns. Just my opinion. Devin Haney want all the smoke. You heard me? I hear you, Weno. I hear you. Who's gonna fight him? That's the question, man. All the names have already, expressed busyness in one way or another. But yeah, man, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. It helps us grow. This is a late night show, you know what I mean? Some boxing fans out there struggling and straggling, looking for boxing talk, looking for a place to let it off their chest. And, if you don't hit that thumbs up button, they will never find this show. So help it grow and be a good old chap. Let me see. We got a super chat here from For Ben Media. He says, can't call in, but I'm here listening. You been grinding, Ness. We appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, bruh. Thank you. Hoping my lady bears with me. I just want us to grow. I want growth, man. I want growth. I feel like we at the bottom of the totem pole with the YouTube channels in terms of subscribers. So yeah, man, I'm trying to see, can we grow this a little bit? That in order to do that, you got to grind. So we got another super chat here from Drink More Water, giving out some sound advice right there just with the screen name. He says, you right, we tripping. Late night stream for the people. Tank got to fight Haney or Loma next year. He's the mandatory for both, so he has to pick. He going to get that duck jacket if he don't step up. Appreciate it, Drink More Water. The thing is this, man, you heard Ellaby. He ain't even... Yo, Ruin the 504 says, Ness, please don't smoke weed in the South, bro. We haven't caught up with the rest of the county yet. Yo, you ain't even lying. Why I went to Archie Bombs today, Archie Balls and Woodrow, bro. I promise you, it was like 12 or like 6. I know that's a huge difference, right? But it was between 6 and 12. Old, extremely old, 60s to 90s. Maybe somebody was in even 100 at that table. But yeah, they were talking crazy. Like they might have been some sort of a owner back in the day. I'm telling you, that's how old they was, and that's how crazy they was talking. It was crazy. The waitress even told me, like, you heard what she said to me? I'm like, yes. It's always crazy being out here. You're right about that. I feel that way sometimes, but man, I keep to myself. Look, I'm out here alone, bro. How much trouble could you get in alone? But Basil Lomachenko says, you pressing LRB already got leaked on Fight Hype Nest. Doggy, I know, man. I know, man. People be out here, carjacking me, man. That's what they do best. They steal from me, so a little bit difficult. But yeah, man, just grinding, putting it in, and trying to grow the show. That's all. And look, I guess in a way it's publicity, right? It would be better if the attention was on our channel. But what are you gonna do, man? There's people out there that have no morals, They're not asking a single question. They're just rolling their camera. These people hire freelancers too, because when you're on that level, you ain't even gotta do the hustle. You just send someone to press record while other people ask questions. But the questions need to be asked, regardless of what publication is putting it out there. Tank and LRB and Mayweather Promotions just are doing whatever they want. And the sad part about that is that's not how Mayweather was brought up, man. So it's just a bit confusing. But AJRX says we appreciate the late night stream. I think this is Rod in the 870. What up, champ? So you up late with me? Let me connect you on to the board. What's good?
Nothing, man. Just up chilling, man. Listening to you. I'm watching basketball, man. Thought I'd call in. But now, where you at right now, man? I used to live out there for about 2 years, man. I was working with a railroad contractor out there to start in the railroad line. If you get a chance, I lived in Birmingham though. That's about 20 minutes north, or I think it'll be south of where you are. Go to T-Bones. It's in Birmingham. It's probably like a 30-minute drive from where you're from. The best Philly cheesesteaks I've ever had. I mean,
that don't make
everybody
no sense, though. How you getting Philly cheesesteaks in Alabama?
The guy who make them is from Philly, and he brought them here. And everybody comes from near and far to get these cheesesteaks. These cheesesteaks. I'm telling you, you go out there. If you go out there around lunch, it shouldn't be that. It'll probably be bad. But if you go like in the afternoon, it probably won't be that bad. But it's called T-Bones. And if you Google it, it should come up. But I
don't know. I'm gonna Google it because I really doubt Birmingham's 20 minutes from me.
No, I used to drive down to Tuscaloosa all the time. It's just a 20-minute drive from where you are. Because I used to live out in Hoover.
I feel like it's 40 minutes, but all right. Yo, so what do you think about what do you think about the subject though? Is he really being ducked?
I don't think it's hard to say he's being ducked. For these guys are so young. I think these guys are hungry and they listen to you guys, and it's good because I don't think Floyd had these YouTube channels, but I don't think they were as big when he was coming up. Because I remember Fight Hype when Floyd was coming up, and that's the only one I really remember. But these guys are listening to the callers and listening to you guys. And so they want to dare to be great. But the handlers on the other end are saying, hey, we're going to stay in our lane for a while. You guys are 21, 22, 23. We're going to get to that. Let's build his name. Let's build his resume. Let's build his reputation. And let's get this money. And then we'll go for them huge fights and for the huge paydays. I don't really think it's the guy. I don't think it's Tank. I don't think it's Timo. I don't think it's Ryan Garcia. I think if these guys didn't have these business people behind them, I think they all would get in the gym and one day and fight each other for hours, because that's just what they are. All of them are studs, and I think the handlers are ducking. What's his name? Devin Haney.
Who do you think is more popular in the 135-pound division? Like, who's the cash cow? Who's the dude that can make it a pay-per-view fight?
Oh,
because Ellerby seems to think that, you know, Tank is the biggest fight for everybody at 126, 130, and 135. Haney and his team seem to think that they are more popular than Gervonta. One of their reasons is, well, he's signed to a promoter. We have a co-promotional deal. We are a millionaire, but at 20, you know, we are our own business. We are a champion, you know, all these things. So I don't know, who in your eyes sticks out? Who's more popular?
To me, this is what I would say. I don't think any one of those guys are ready for pay-per-view. I don't think Tank is. I don't think any one of those guys are. I think because, for one, Tank just doesn't fight enough. You know what I'm saying? I have guys that come over and watch fights, and they just found out who Tank was. He's not active enough at a young age. He's out fighting like twice a year. That's just not enough. Here's the sleeper guy I think that can make one of those guys a pay-per-view star. If Mikey Garcia can still make 135 and he take on either Tank, Timo, one of those guys is between 135 and 140, he can make them out of a pay-per-view star. But if you're asking me if I think any one of those guys are popular enough, I just don't, man. I'm in like 2 or 3 groups on like Facebook and on Facebook for sports. And when I bring these guys up, it's like 500-600 people in these groups, and only maybe 10% of them know these guys. But they know Earl Smith. They starting to know Deontay Wilder over the last year or so. But as far as like Tank and Timo and even, I think Devin Haney is the most popular out of all of them, to be honest with you, because of his social media and because he went on a Breakfast Club. And then even one of the guys I know that really don't even know boxing.
But doesn't Tank have more of a following on social media? Isn't Tank bigger on Instagram, I believe? Let me double check.
Yeah, Tank is big on Instagram, but here's the thing with Tank. He's not a big talker. But what he's doing that's smart, he's tying himself to Adrian Bronner. And a lot of people know Adrian Bronner. A lot of casuals know Adrian Bronner. And so they know him as the guy that hang out with Adrian Bronner. So I don't know if it's strategic what he's doing, but I think it's smart because he's not a huge talker, but because Adrian Bronner is so out there and so wild, like the incident that happened last weekend, I had a lot of guys text me like, hey, man, what's up with this? You know, like, I know you follow boxing. What's going on here? And then I had to explain it to him, but they got him a little recognition. So although he has the followers, and mainly I think it was because of the girl he was dating.
Yeah,
because she's like
I mean, his Instagram, just his search score is a 58,000. Haneys is only a 5,000. Then his Instagram got 1.8 million. Haney, let me see where Haney's at. But again, Haney's at 460,000. That's a fucking lot. I wasn't expecting that shit. That's more than a lot of these other fighters out here. Holy fuck.
Well, let me ask you something.
That's a way lot. Yo, that's a lot more than a lot of these other fighters. Damn, I think I just hung up on Rod. Shit, you could call back in though, champ. It looks like we got NL. Talk to me.
Whoa, what's good, Ness?
What up, champ?
Ain't shit, bro, man. See, Ness, dog, man, I just, see, bro, and Leonard Ellerby be talking crazy, bro.
Yeah, man, I know. And he don't even like getting pushed, man, or pressed rather. And if you press too much, man, he just cut you off. Like you just can't talk to him no more. He just won't talk to you. So it's difficult, man. These dudes out here, they corny, man.
Yeah, man, it's easy because I saw you were trying that, bro. I give you props, though. You tried everything you could, but this motherfucker, you asked him for a simple question, dog. You asked him to take you around the corner. He took you down the block. Then y'all got on the freeway, went uptown, stopped at the stoop, came. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? You dig? He didn't answer nothing you asked him.
He didn't even want to give me information on prospects, bro. Malik Hawkins just signed. Like, people barely know him. Like, at least talk about it. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I respect Bill Haney, man. You know, sometimes you got to sit down with a person to really know who they are. And he said, man, who would you rather have speaking for your son? Al? Because he ain't there. Al ain't there. Bob? Because my man be saying some crazy shit sometimes. Eddie is that dude, man. Eddie's that mouthpiece, man. Eddie is that mouthpiece fighters need. And the beauty about Eddie is once you get with Eddie, the UK automatically loves you, you know, because they want Eddie to do well, so they want Eddie's fighters to do well. They want Eddie to truly take over. They want Eddie truly to take over. So Haney gets no hate. He gets no hate. I don't see no hates in the comment section about Haney. It's crazy.
But this the thing, though. That's it. Like, he making it hard to hate him. That's how can I hate Haney when he's saying every fucking thing I want a fighter to see, bruh. Like, you ask him about it, let's make it happen. I'll go to Showtime. They offer me the same amount of money that they offer so-and-so. I come over. You know what I'm saying? He's saying everything. Man, you ask Tank some shit. Man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta see what my people say. You know, man, Devin Haney, I'm not saying that, though.
Nah,
they like,
right.
let's make it. You ask Tank about Lomachenko, man, I'm too young, man. You know, I'm just starting my career. You know, I'm gonna be a superstar. Like, you know, he gotta fight like that. I don't wanna hear that shit, dog. I don't wanna hear about you get the belt and then putting the training wheels on. No, man. If you gonna do that shit, don't get the belt, man. Like right now, he don't have a belt, right?
Yeah.
And they saying, well, he ain't nobody mandatory. All right, cool. Stay the fuck out the way then. You dig? Cause we ain't got time for that Hollywood ass shit. You not Floyd, man. You like, he talking like he Floyd. Man, Leonard Eder be talking about, man, Tank the best fighter in the world.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He the biggest star in boxing, he says. Some shit like that.
How though, Ness? How you got Canelo?
Because he got 1.8 million on Instagram already.
Man, so that means you the superstar? That means you the biggest dude in boxing?
Hey, yo, Ryan Garcia was able to renegotiate his contract based off his numbers, man.
Man, I mean, if that was how you want to look at it, yeah, he did. He was successful at doing that, bro. But that shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. For real, dog. They got people really trying to do shit, man. See, every time you try to put Tank in some type of competition, bro, they start getting an attitude and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
because they doing their own thing. They doing their own thing. They don't want you to match make because they doing their own thing. And their own thing is bringing dudes up. That's why he said anybody from 126 moving up. But he ain't say Gary Russell. Which brings me to this point. Haney need to fight Russell. Even though Russell's at 126, so it's all about Russell wanting opportunity. Haney can't call out Russell. But since Russell called out Gervonta, even though Russell called him out while he was at 30, not at 35, I don't know, man. Is that too much for me to ask? Am I asking Gary Russell to do too much, even though I just seen Canelo move up 2 weight classes? So Gary Russell could go from 26 to 35 and fight Haney if he want to be great, the way Canelo showed he was great. But people say I'm a hater, you know. But, yeah, I mean, he could definitely do it if he wanted to, right?
Yeah, he can do it, Brandon, especially if, like...
Especially them lower weight classes. I mean, Canelo went from 160 to 175. That's a lot. My man going up 4 pounds to 30, 9 pounds total? Come on, that ain't about shit. I take shit bigger than 9 pounds.
big boy. Haney a big boy, man.
Oh, so now you want to put the training wheels on Gary Russell. You want Gary Russell to stay at 126 the rest of his life.
Oh, no, not saying that.
He all the way at 126 calling out Lomachenko. He talking about he want a rematch with Lomachenko. Where he going to rematch Lomachenko at? It's going to have to happen at 135. That's where Lomachenko at. He want a rematch there. He might as well get a fight with Haney.
I heard him say that, dude. Next, I heard him say he might just jump all the way to 35.
Well, there it is. Let's do this. Him and Haney for the belt. He's a free agent. You know, he could get an easy contract on DAZN. You know, that might be the fight we push for, because what else is out there for Haney, man?
I mean, that might be the only option for both guys, for Haney and Gary Russell, because ain't nobody taking a fight with neither one of them. So I mean, that'll be like one, you know what I'm saying? One hand scratching the other, you dig? I know I said that wrong. I'm kind of sleepy right now, but y'all know what it is, bro. But like next, man, we gotta start pushing these motherfuckers. And I saw when you were like, all right, fuck the Tank Davis shit. You tried to ask him about somebody, you couldn't even get no information about that.
Nah, he ain't want to give me no up and coming prospects. But look, NL, I'm gonna hit you back because I got to get some of these other people in. I don't know how to do this merge shit yet. So if you guys calling in, you know, just add Nesta Gibbs on Skype, be part of the conversation, and we could chop it up. Let's see, we got Trey is in Oakland. Let's see if he's ready. And we got a super chat from Andre Duakino that says, Haney needs to pull up in the ATL and sit ring side. Why it's so hard to? I need to change the text on that. Hold on, let me get to this call. Trey, what up? What's going on?
1 second, let me run out this building. I'm at work.
All right. Let me see if I can change the text on this motherfucking thing here. Man, that shit's so bright.
Shit.
So Trey, I believe, is from Oakland, but living in what you living in Japan?
I'm in Japan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, yeah. I'm in Japan for a little bit for work.
Okay. So what's going on, Trey? Are they really ducking Devin Haney? Is the dream being ducked?
It's funny because I was thinking about this, and then I'm scrolling through and I see the show, right? And I'm like, man, he really ducked him. He blocked him from getting a WBC and then turn around and get franchised. I'm like, why you block him? Because he didn't want to fight him. And Devin Haney can't buy a fight. Don't nobody want to fight Devin Haney. And my thing for Tank, shut the fuck up. If you ain't going to bag it up, shut up. We know you in the witness protection program, bro. Shut up. Shut up or bag it up. Tank gonna have to start bagging this up. That's it. Hey, and I like how you was giving Leonard Ellaby the business, even though he was tap dancing on you. He was tap dancing. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, brother. He's a dancer. I just faded myself out so that I don't interrupt.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man. Man, I just need more time. But I talked to my lady, man. I'm gonna get out here more, man. I'm not gonna let them duck me. They either gonna have to blackball me or answer the questions, man. Because I don't know, man. I got enough from Ellaby to understand that it ain't even worth interviewing him. I mean, he's letting you know we don't matter. And Bob Arum said that a long time ago. You know, Bob Arum said, like, the hardcores don't matter. And I think Ellaby is on the same tip, He doesn't care what the writers are writing. He don't care about the hardcore fans. He's thinking about the casuals. And casuals want a knockout. And they, they're bringing in Gamboa as a sacrificial lamb on a new market. He feels like Devin they know what they need.
Tank is the journeyman killer. When he talking all this shit, the journeyman serial killer out this motherfucker. Shut up, chump. Shut up, chump.
Journeyman serial killer. That's crazy.
I just like dudes. I found he's talking a bunch of shit and not bagging it up. I don't really fool with the Twitters and the Instagrams and stuff, so I wasn't really hearing all that. But that man just keep talking, and he know they not gonna make you fight nobody. He know that. You know, he like the dude with security in the middle. He like the reality TV show bros. You know, they wait till security comes, and then they jump up and start yelling and screaming behind me, hold me back, hold me back.
Yo.
You know, like, I'm like, he gotta be quiet. We don't believe you, bro. You gotta be quiet. You making yourself look bad out here, man. And I feel like don't nobody want to fight Haney. Don't nobody. Because, like, I'm looking at his skills. I'm like, he's still, but I don't know yet. He's still kind of young. And, I mean, the way everybody else is acting, you ever notice that when you mention Devin Haney, motherfuckers start speaking different languages. They be like, but, you know, well, right now, I mean, you know, and thank you.
I'm telling you, man. I spoke to Calvin Ford. He said, "Man, let Haney get some money first. Let him get a couple." I'm like, "What? You ain't even on his team. You ain't even on his team, man. Like, how you worried about how much money he making?"
AKA, we don't want it. Don't nobody. Devin is really a problem. You know how you know? Don't nobody want to fight him.
I need to see that though. I want to see him beat people up. Like, it's not fair that we got to live off of everybody else's fear.
That's what, because I want to see too, but the way everybody running from him, they know something we don't. Mm-hmm. They know something we don't. And everybody keep talking about him Tank beating up Devin Haney when he was like 16, 15. Oh, okay. Okay, Tank. Okay, Tank. Okay. All right.
Well, they need to make that fight, man. I don't know how long they think they need for that to be a big fight. Because I don't know. That's the problem with boxing, man. They marinate too long until the fight is not even there no more.
No, don't nobody want to fight Haney. They waiting for him to outgrow 135. Everybody is on the 135.
He's out unless it's a big fight.
Yeah, they know he can't barely make the weight. They like, we just keep bullshitting. He got to go. You know, everybody waiting him out. They don't want it. Don't nobody want it with him. None of them. Not even Garcia. Not even Teofimo. None of Lomachenko ducked that bitch.
Trey.
Really?
I'm going to get to another caller, brother. Thank you for calling in. We're going to Raiders in L.A. What's up? Raiders in L.A. Talk to me.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you, brother.
Hey, man. How's it going, man?
All good, all good. Late night show.
Yeah. Hey, what about Mikey?
Mikey Garcia.
Yeah.
I would love it. The question
at 135, right?
I mean, he's even emeritus champion at 135 still, so I wouldn't mind it. The question is, does Mikey want it, and is he ready to cross the street, right? Because he's allegedly a free agent, so is he going to go to Dazn? Are you there, brother? Well, all right. Who's next? So, yeah, sit tight. All right, so we got a super chat from Andre Diacono, says Haney needs to pull up in the ATL, sit ringside on the 1228 card, create some drama for 2020. I don't think Slick Talker Leonard want this pup to be embarrassed or want his pup to be embarrassed. Kevin in Chicago, talk to me.
Okay, Ness. Now, what did you say to Billy Joe Saunders? Remember you said, who did he beat to get the belt?
Man,
isn't that what you say? You say
I don't even know who Billy Joe beat to get the belt.
Exactly. Now, who did Devin Haney beat to get the belt?
That's the whole thing. That's the purpose of this show. Vasil didn't want to fight him.
Nobody's afraid to fight him, man. He didn't beat nobody.
No one said he's afraid. No one said anyone's afraid. But Vasil did accept franchise champion. Deontay Wilder said he won't accept it because he respects mandatories and the route that the mandatory has to take. So I don't know. Why did Vasil take franchise champion? He could have said no.
Because he's fighting, trying to unify all the belts. He's already got 2 of them, 3 of them.
So you don't need to fight your mandatory because you want to unify?
No, he's going to unify and he's going to go back down in his rightful division.
So, Kevin, when Wilder had to fight his mandatory in Bermane-Stavern, but then he decided, you know what, I'm going to pay him step-aside money. Why didn't Vasil do that? Why he took franchise duck title?
Because he's earned the franchise title.
Oh, how did he earn it? Tell me how he earned it. By fighting for a vacant title versus Luke Campbell and never defending it? How are you a champ? You don't even defend your title. Kevin, you should stop trying to defend people based off the fucking color of their skin, all right, champ?
Dude, he beat an Olympic gold medalist, Luke Campbell. Devin Haney beat...
Are you kidding me? Luke Campbell already had a fucking loss when he fought Vasil Lomachenko. Luke Campbell is a guy ducking Devin Haney.
He had a split decision loss. He came back and avenged that loss.
Bro, you do a better job. You do a better job defending Triple G and Better Beef, dog. Stay away from Vasil. He don't want to fight anybody. Who's the biggest win on Lomachenko's resume? Who's the biggest win on Lomachenko's bum ass resume?
Rigando, Linares,
Rigando. Yeah, what division is Rigando fighting right now? What division is Rigando fighting right now?
Didn't you say Rigando was going to whoop up my low?
What division is he fighting right now? What division is he fighting right now?
I don't know. I don't care what this.
Oh, you want to play stupid right now when we all know you're not.
I don't know. One of them weight classes.
All right. And who else you said? Jorge Linares? Yo, it's a goddamn shame. Let me ask you, is Lomachenko getting in the Hall of Fame based off those two wins off of Rigondeaux and Jorge Linares? He gets in the Hall of Fame? First ballot?
Tango is a lock in the Hall of Fame.
You're a fucking clown, man. You're a clown. You're showing your true colors today, man. It's sad. Sad, bro. Sad. I'm not even hanging up on you. I want everyone to hear. I want everyone to hear how ridiculous you sound. That's why I'm not hanging up. I'm letting you drown yourself in stupidity.
You're the one talking Devin Haney. No one cares about Devin Haney. He's a tough fight, but he's
obviously you care. It's 11:45 in Chicago, and you care.
Devin Haney hasn't proved nothing.
He proved that he could get you out of bed at 11:45 Chicago time. I'm telling you, man, you're just showing your stupidity, man. It's sad. Man, hey, yo, I'm going to get to some other callers. Keep calling in, Kevin. I love you anyway, man. Sheesh. People, I'm telling you, man. We got some super chats here. All right, so we got to Andres. We're going to get to Dana with the super chat. Says, Eddie got the next big thing at 54 and 60, the truck. Is that Simpson? Truck Simpson? I don't know. Let me get to P Money. P Money, talk to me.
Yo, you hear me, Ness?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, man. Sad. As a Loma fan, I don't know. It's confusing because I don't think he's scared of Devin Haney per se, but it's like, even if he was to duck him, like, I feel like he could have just strung out the WBC mandatory for Haney and unified without the whole franchise shit. I think it was just stupid to even pick that up.
The problem with that is the only thing you can do is petition, for more time from the WBC, or pay step aside money, which it sounds like Devin wasn't going to accept.
That's true. But I mean, if like all the ESPN guys are saying, like he's a prospect, he's all of these things in Loma's eyes, in many people's eyes, he would smoke him. He should smoke him. Why not just take care of him before you unify? There's time. Like I just don't understand that. It's super disappointed in Loma, and he doesn't have even an A win, I would say, because Rigo coming up 2 divisions, he was daring to be great. That wasn't Loma daring to be great. He didn't need him anywhere. So I would consider that probably like a B plus, maybe a B win. He doesn't have that marquee win, and knocking off a guy like Devin Haney, even though people could say he's young, that would be a great win. But if I hope he fights him after he unify, after he
P Money.
Yeah, what's up?
I mean, look, even Haney said it, right? So like, all right, if this guy's green, if he's nobody, what's the difference between him and the other fighters? Like, they haven't done much either. You know what I mean? Like, what did Luke Campbell do to get a shot? He was in the same exact position that Haney's in. He was in the mandatory position, and he got a vacant shot versus Lomachenko. It's not like he did anything more than Haney. But, man, whatever, man. You know. It's not about Lomachenko to me. There's more than Lomachenko. Ryan clearly said he doesn't want to fight Haney on television this Saturday. But I'm going to get to Rue in the 504P Money, man. Thank you for calling in. Rue in the 504, talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
I gotta continue this. I mean, Loma is my favorite fighter too, but just looking at his resume, there is that something missing from it. You know, just that
that big name,
that win that you can just hang your hat on. Like, there it is, right there. You know, so I don't think he's ducking Haney, but I wouldn't mind the fight. I wouldn't mind the Tank fight either. Just the name on the resume that. I mean, it will never silence the haters. There are always going to be people that don't like him no matter what, but it at least answers, it would answer some questions and it would at least validate some things, you know, but that's just me. He just needs that one big win, but that's my call. But anyway, great content. Thanks for hanging up at night, and TV's been killing it lately.
Thank you. Thank you, Ro. Yeah, man. There you have it. Everybody's pretty much in the same boat, feeling the same way. We got a few more super chats to get to. Thank everybody for the super chat, obviously. We have Basil Lomachenko says, Ellerby is a puppet, bruh. He don't make the business moves. I hate when he talks for Tank. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Remember, if you guys want to call in, you can Skype Nestor Gibbs by adding Nestor Gibbs on Skype, or you can call this number right here on the screen, 1-732-226-7535, which is the Skype phone number as well, since we're out here. Haney is more active than Tank. Definitely more active than Tank. All right, we got Mr. Garcia. What it do? Machine Gun, talk to me.
What's good, man? Yeah, man. Look, at first when I heard you report that Loma was gonna get the franchise belt, I was upset, you know. As a Lomachenko fan, as my favorite fighter as well, I was like, man, you know, like clear as day, you know, like, man, damn, that's a duck. You know, even if it is your team that tries to get you that belt, it's still you having to say, yes, I'll take the belt.
Yeah, but that's just an excuse, though, right? Like, for him to say, oh, my team, like, don't act like your team didn't talk to you.
Because you personally still have to say, yes, you know, I'll take it, give it to me. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, like, you can't deny that. That's a duck. And then when you start to look at the resume, the only win that doesn't really have that much, like, you know, an asterisk or a question behind it is the Gary Russell win, you know. Rigo coming up. Two-way, Nicholas Walters was like, hey, on his longest layoff of like a year and a half or something like that.
Bro, it's a fabricated resume, man. It's a fabricated resume.
And then, like, you know, and then it's like you want the big fight you really saw for him was Mikey, and Mikey's not coming back. And to me, the opportunity to fight Devin Haney was right now, because if you give Devin Haney, if you let time go by, Loma's gonna get old, because he's that type of fighter where the athleticness and the movement and just the pity pat jabs, eventually that wears down and it don't work no more. And then eventually,
right.
You know,
he don't got no power, bro. He don't got no power. They're keeping him away purposely.
Yeah, and he's too small for 135, man. So if you wait, you know, Haney gonna get him. Haney's the guy. But to me, at 135, Haney's the guy to give everybody problems, whether it be Ryan or Gervonta. Had the win out of Comey and Teofimo. I can see why nobody wants to fight Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is the real deal at 135, man. And for me, if nobody wants to fight him, go up. Just go up to 140 and take out everybody up there. People seem to fight at 140. You know, get that Josh Taylor knockoff on there. But Yeah, man. To me, Devin Haney's the real deal. 135. Nobody really wants to fight him because he's the most skilled. But for Loma, he should have took that fight sooner rather than later, man. That's my call.
Well, all right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Someone just tried to call in from a landline. Let's see here. See if he's ready. But you know the number is on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me see. What we got? Whoa, turn that radio down in the background, champ. And who is this? This is what, 972? Who's this?
I turned it down.
Yes, sir. 972.
Got it down, bro.
Yeah. What's your name, brother?
My name's Sonny, bro. I live in Dallas. I'm originally from London, bro.
Oh, perfect. Talk to us, man. What do you think about Devin Haney? Is he really being ducked?
Man, he might be being ducked from some of the younger fighters, but I don't see him being ducked with Lomachenko. Lomachenko's earning his title, bro. I mean, regardless of Devin Haney's a 20-year-old fighter. He's coming up. He's under the Eddie Hearn and Dazn situation, so they got to build him up. But, you know, he got to fight the Ryan Garcias. He got to fight the Gervonta Davis. He got to fight people like that. And if people are going to start saying Lomachenko is ducking these young fighters, they're going to know boxing, man. Lomachenko's done his thing, bro. He don't need to be proving himself to this. I mean, I know Devin Haney's got it.
So he doesn't have to fight as mandatory?
I mean, I heard that Devin Haney's is mandatory. I hear that, right? But don't you think Lomachenko's proved a point to where he is today? I mean, you guys we're not living in the 80s or 90s, bro. It's 2020.
But so you're saying because of what he's done, which is I don't know what. I want you to tell me what it is that you think he's done that means he shouldn't fight a mandatory.
Well, if you think about it, bro, Lomachenko has come as an amateur, proven, and
but this is the pros,
and he lost that. Yeah, and I know he's the pro.
So why does Bob or Carl Moretti or yourself, why are you guys talking about the amateur? This is the pros. What is he doing as a pro?
Yeah, okay. We're forgetting that, you know, Lomachenko beat people like, you know, like Nicholas Waters.
Off of a year layoff? Off of a year layoff?
I mean, I don't know about no year. What, Nicholas Waters had a year layoff?
Yeah, man. You better check
before
box,
he
right?
fought Lomachenko?
Yes.
Well, he ended Nicholas Waters' career. Yeah. And Nicholas Waters was the biggest prospect coming for Bob Arum, if I'm correct. He was the man to look up to. And,
I mean, Nicholas' claim to fame was knocking out Nonito, wasn't it?
Yeah, and if you think about it, the man makes people quit. I mean,
who'd he make quit, right? Bro? Who'd he make quit? He's fighting Mickey Mouse fighters, making him quit.
Waters quit.
Off of a year layoff. Listen. Didn't David Price quit on the stool? Because he had a fucking long layoff, right? He didn't have a good camp. If you got a year layoff, how are you going to be fighting at your best?
I mean, I get what you're saying there. I didn't know about the year layoff, man, but I just thought that he made a mark on people like him. He made a mark on people like Gary Russell Jr. I mean, did he not make a mark on him too?
Gary Russell Jr. is one of the fighters which I give him credit for. But even Gary Russell had his own excuses for that fight.
Please give him credit for that, because Gary Russell Jr. is a bad motherfucker. He's a guy who can give Devin Haney some problems.
But Gary Russell says that he wasn't 100% for that fight. And that's why he's been asking for the rematch ever since.
That, bro.
I mean, he's been asking for the rematch.
Come on, it's boxing, man.
He's been asking for the rematch. He's been asking for the rematch. That fight only happened because it was a vacant title shot. It wasn't like they negotiated and they're friends.
How many people asked you? Gibbs, how many people asked for a rematch? The other thing we got to look at
who's asking? Listen to me. Who do you hear calling out Vasyl Lomachenko?
Okay.
Give me a name. Who's calling him out?
Always asking for rematches.
Who's calling him out?
I mean, Luke Campbell's calling him out again.
Okay.
He said, "Whoever rematch again."
Okay, perfect.
I mean,
that's one name.
Gonna call a rematch.
No. That's one name. Who else?
Okay. Just like you think people
Who
don't want to
else?
fight.
Just give me. Play the game with me. Play the game with me. Who is calling out Vasil Lomachenko?
Well, Rigodo is definitely not calling out Lomachenko again. I give you that much. Jason Sosa's not calling him out again, and Nicholas Walter's gone. So I mean, I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying. He's not had fights with people which are consistent champions. I get that. There's a few people he's
That's not even what I'm saying. Listen to me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get you to see is, if you use your brain to think about who is calling him out, you will notice that no one is calling him out. He has no opponents.
Apart from Gary Russell Jr.? Apart from Gary Russell Jr.?
Apart from Gary Russell, Devin Haney, and Luke Campbell, right? All fights that to him, he doesn't need. He beat Gary. He beat Luke Campbell, and Haney's a prospect according to him. So where are his fights? Where are his fights? He's begging Gervonta for a fight, and he's asking for franchise status just to get the winner.
Who's begging for Gervonta for a fight? Who's begging Gervonta for a fight? Let's get this straight.
Oh man,
who's begging for Gervonta?
Dude, you obviously don't follow boxing enough.
I've been following Gervonta calling out Devin Haney first.
Do you not know that Tank is the big fight for Vasil? How long has that fight been brewing?
Yeah, but Tank and Mayweather didn't want that fight earlier,
Exactly. I'm not saying that they do. What I'm telling you is Vasil's begging for it, though, because he know he got no other big fight. And that's what I'm telling you. You don't got any opponents, but you don't want to fight Devin Haney. Who the fuck is your opponents?
Bro, look, I come from England. We don't like the Russians much, okay? We don't like people from other countries as much as we would like him. If he was a fucking British or an American white guy, we'd be talking like he's God. He's just coming from Eastern Europe. I mean, he's coming from Russia. So, we're not, people are haters like that, bro, because he's not just a typical American dude or a British guy. I feel that if he was white and he was American, he'd be God. That's what I feel. Am I right?
I don't know, man. Maybe,
but
all I know is that
if Lomachenko was white, they would say Devin Haney's not in his league. That's how they be talking, bro. But it's just that Lomachenko has proven a point. Like what they're doing with the WBC with Canelo. Okay, fair enough. Canelo's a fucking franchise champion.
I'm gonna get to some other callers, bro. I got some other people calling in. I want to thank you for calling in. We got 619. Who's this? Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yo, what's good, man?
What up, champ? So it was more than a year layoff. Look, it was actually a year. He fought 12-19, and then the Vasil fight was 11-26. So we're talking about almost a year off. Coming off a draw. And people like, yo, he beat Nicholas Walters. Man, you guys are fucking whack. You don't watch boxing.
Right.
What's up, champ? Hate to call all over your call like that. I'm just going through this bum-ass resume. Miguel Mariaga, but they don't want to fight Devin Haney. They don't want to fight nobody with a pulse.
Nah, I'm going to tell you what it is, and that's for real. He's being ducked, and I'm going to tell you why. You look at all the decorations that Lomachenko has. The amateur record, the Olympics, getting the title shot within the first one or two fights of his professional career, already being dubbed the best thing since sliced bread within 13, 14, 15 fights. He doesn't want to be, especially, and then, just being named the franchise champion, he doesn't want to be the one to lose to the 20-year-old, especially if he loses in dramatic fashion. If it's a knockout or if it's a TKO. If he goes in there and beats Lomachenko up, and it's even to the point to where the refs can't even justify giving Lomachenko rounds if he really lost, where it's where it's obvious that Haney won rounds. So let's say they stopped the fight in the 7th round, and you look at the whole landscape of the fight, and over those 7 rounds, you know Haney's winning. You know Haney's winning, and the refs can't even. Bob Arum can't even pay to fix it because the fans is gonna know it's a fix. That's what he's afraid of. He doesn't want to be the one to lose to the 20-year-old, and then old media is going to push the narrative. He's just a kid. What did Kevin Ollie tell you? Yeah, he's a great little prospect. That's the way they're trying to brush him off, but they know that he's a problem. And just like how you said earlier, if Devin Haney is nobody, then what's the difference between him and anybody else? Go ahead and get him out the way then. If he's nobody, if he's just a good little prospect, if he's nobody, go ahead and whoop his ass. Why did you give up your belt to him? Why did you request to be the franchise champion? Yeah, he's being ducked, but it's in a real slick way, and it's being swept under the rug, and the narrative is being pushed by old media. Of course he's being ducked, because with all that decor, if he's the one to lose to the 20-year-old, it looks very, very bad. That's my call, bro.
Well, great call, brother. Appreciate you calling in on a late night show, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. I agree, man. I agree. The sad part is that they're robbing Haney of greatness, right? Because if he is allowed to fight and can beat him, like you said, he just dethroned the guy with all these accolades. You know, the guy that they've been making this big deal about. Haney went and stopped him, or not stopped him, but, you know, won the fight. But we got a super chat from Rod in the 870. He says, you should allow a second call for Patreon members with $5 super chat each show. Third call, $5 for Boomerang, will help generate more revenue per show. I mean, you could also just become a boomeranger and be able to call in multiple times. So yeah, man. Let's see who we got here. Jesse from Compton, talk to us.
Well, my whole thing with Devin, I don't think he's being by the year, right? Until
You're breaking up a little
letting,
bit.
letting those fights marinate, because at the end of the day, can you hear me?
Yes.
No, I'm saying that whole thing with the younger fighters being afraid of Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think they're just trying to like marinate the fights, you know, because I think Devin Haney does realize that those are his future super fights, given that Teofimo and Ryan can stay undefeated and, you know, obviously boost up their status.
Yeah, but Teofimo's 22. Teofimo's 22. Like, when is he trying to let the fight marinate to? Haney's 20 with a belt.
Well, yeah, but they still haven't garnered that much notoriety yet. Well, yeah, they have a belt, but
yeah, but that's the thing. So if we marinate, we got to wait for Teofimo to get a belt. We got to wait for Teofimo to do a few defenses and a hometown and fight in front of his crowd. Then it's a big fight, is what you're saying? So, like, I don't know. It's just we're slowing it down is what I believe.
Well, yeah, but, you know, things take time as well, you know. Obviously... But
listen, they didn't slow down for Vasyl Lomachenko. Didn't they put him in with Gary Russell in his third fight? They put him in with Solito in his second fight. You know, he fought Nicholas Walters. I mean, what's the fear?
Yeah, you're right. You're right with that, with Lomachenko being thrown in right away. But the whole thing with Lomachenko is everyone who's a boxing fan knows who he is, like a hardcore. But in terms of being just a casual, you really don't know too much about him. And if you do, you might just know him as being like some sort of like, God-given freaking architect in boxing. But other than that, no one's going to see his fights. And I do think Lomachenko is ducking Devin, because the way I see Devin Haney's style is like pretty much a sniper, you know, selective, dodges what he needs to dodge, and just an accumulation of punches. And as for Gervonta, that man just keeps on fighting journeymen. So,
will you be happy if Gervonta really fights Leo Santa Cruz? Will you give him respect for that fight?
I want to say yes, but then no, because Leo, he would be jumping one weight class, right? Am I right?
He would be jumping in a weight class. Leo's at 130 right now. He's moving up to 130 to fight for Tank's old belt, while Tank's at 135 fighting for someone's belt.
Yeah, so he would need to jump 2, right? If he was to fight.
Well, it all depends. Yeah, it all depends if he fights Gervonta at that lower weight or if he fights him at 135.
At 135, right?
I think he'll fight him at 130 because Gervonta did an interview saying that, you know, he'll fight him wherever Leo wants, and obviously,
wants to,
yeah, Leo's the A side in that fight.
But with that, I don't know. We would have to see because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Leo's choice to come up if he wants to, you know. So no one would be to blame but him if he loses or anything like that. But Gervonta, I would give him some respect for that because either way, Leo is a champion at a lower weight class, so that does mean something. You know what I mean?
Could he beat Leo, or does Leo beat him?
I want to say, honestly, that would be a tie.
Wow.
But I am leaning more towards Gervonta, but I could definitely see being a tie because.
And what does Haney do to Leo Santa Cruz?
Well, Haney's just gonna touch him up. I mean, I like Leo, but I don't see Leo beating Haney. Haney's just too precise for him.
I want to thank you, obviously, for calling in. I'm going to get to some other callers calling in now. Looks like we got 623. Who's this?
It's Checkmate.
Checkmate Boxing. What up?
Yo, what's up, man? Well, I agree with you 100% on this particular topic. Well, the funny thing is you've argued against my when I had this same sentiments that you had, you've argued against it. Oh, he beat this. So regardless, you be switching on this. But 100% he's ducking Devin Haney. The reason why? Because Devin was his mandatory. If Devin wasn't his mandatory, I wouldn't be saying anything. But the fact that he was his mandatory and after he was made his mandatory, petitioned the WBC for the franchise to avoid his mandatory says a lot. Now, if you listen to the Boxing Social interview, it will give you all the information that you need regarding what Mauricio had to say about Loma ducking Devin Haney. So not only did he duck Devin Haney, he did duck Mikey Garcia. He did duck Pacquiao. He said Pacquiao was too old. He said Haney's too young. This dude is making every excuse in there. They basically put the franchise thing is like a king on the checkerboard. He get to jump around without fighting mandatory. That's why I love Deontay Wilder for taking a stand and say, I want to fight the one that you say is the number one ranked. I want to fight that mandatory, you know, and that's what boxing always been. So the fact of the matter is he is ducking. I don't give any credence to anybody he fought on his particular resume as being world class. He does not have a career-defining fight. He does not have a win versus a great. So if you want to say Gary Russell is great, I say Gary Russell's a good fighter, but Gary Russell is not great because Gary Russell, you know, has had 4 fights in 5 years, and he has never beat a great. So you can't automatically anoint him when he's good, but he's not great. Tank has the potential to be great.
Kevin from Chicago's in the chat talking about ducked 147-pound Pacquiao. Laugh out loud. Kevin, let me tell you what you obviously don't know.
Pacquiao was coming down.
No, I know. Let me tell you what you obviously don't know. Pacquiao was willing to give him the fight at 140, and your boy said, I can't go above 138. Your man is suspect, man.
Well, it is, but it's the game. Did you listen to the boxing social
it
interview?
it ain't about Vasil for me. That's the problem with this whole story. It's about Vasil for everyone else. They care that Vasil. I don't care Vasil. It's more than just Vasil. It's more people. Like I talked to Gervonta's team. They don't want the fight. Ryan on Dazn saying he don't want the fight. Why nobody want to fight him? That's just that. Now I'm worried.
Okay.
Because Vasil, let's
Do
be
you
real.
know
like,
that
you could sit here and be mad at Vasil, but you know he got a reason. He ain't really ducking. He waiting for the winner. He want to unify. Yeah,
Okay.
he should be fighting him. There's time to fight him too, because fuck, these dudes ain't fighting till December. Then they got to take a break. Then they got to make a date. So he had time, but he's respecting Haney as a formidable opponent that he knows he could either lose to, just like Triple G, when Triple G didn't fight Derevchenko and instead he fought Vanez because he ain't want to get, too roughed up before the Canelo fight. It's no different than that. But the rest of these dudes, that's my issue.
Well, let me say this about Tank. Do you realize Tank moved up to 135 to face him and to gain those belts? Do you realize Tank is the number one seed for the Lomachenko?
Bruh,
he's going to face Lomachenko 2020. I posted the video. I posted the link. They said they fighting Lomo in 2020.
Listen to me.
Are you not aware of that?
Listen to me. Tank, did you watch my interview with Ellaby?
When?
Fight Hype stole it, so it's been out at least 24 hours, but it's on my channel. Listen, he ain't fighting nobody. It ain't gonna be no fucking Vasil Lomachenko in 2020. You could take your video down.
How much you want to bet? Let's make a bet. Tank and if Loma not scared, Tank will fight Loma in 20. I will post you a video with Tank saying it. Let's make a bet.
Yo, Tank said he fighting Josh Teller. Yo, come on, stop, man, stop.
Well, no, but Loma is the listener. I don't know why you're not listening to me, man.
Tank said he'll fight Tevin.
I don't know why you're not listening to me.
Yo, Tank said he'll fight Tevin, right?
Come on, we know about he off the Tevin. Stop
I gotta
it.
go.
Stop
I gotta go,
it.
man. I gotta go. You wilding right now. You're not chilling. You're not fucking with reality, man. You can't be out on social media.
Reality is Tank moved up to 135 to fight Loma.
All right. I'll let you finish your sentence. I'm out. I gotta go, man. Once y'all get delusional, I'm out, man. How you gonna say my man moved up to fight Loma? He fighting Yorogis Gamboa. So you telling me Tank ain't a big enough name to just move up and get a fight with Lomachenko? Of course the fuck he is. Of course he is. Crazy as hell, man. Hey, Sonny D, won't you call in, you punk? So yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Y'all wildin'. Straight wildin'. But yeah, man, if we got any other callers, I'm gonna get ahead and end it. But I see Sonny D mad. You mad, Sonny D, because your boy ducking. Call in, chump. So yeah, man, that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Back with another one in the morning. Hit me up. Oh, we got another caller. Who we got? Dan, talk to me. Dan the man. Dan.
Derevchenko. Did Canelo duck Derevchenko? He got his belt stripped, and he ducked Derevchenko when Derevchenko was his mandatory. Did he duck him? Did Canelo duck Derevchenko, yes or no?
No.
Yeah, that's right. You're biased. You're biased. You kind of put the energy on other people. You're biased. Canelo ducked Derevchenko, got his belt stripped.
Is that what happened?
And Lomachenko is the champion. He's trying to unify the division. He's trying to become a unifier. He's fighting the best fighters.
A unifier. A unifier. Yo, is that what happened? Is that what happened? I'm trying to give you an opportunity to tell the truth since you're on a big show. You gonna tell the truth, Dan?
He gains nothing. Haney.
Dan.
He gains nothing beating him.
Dan.
Devin Haney beat nobody. Devin Haney beat nobody.
Are you gonna tell the truth though?
What's that saying you always say? Who's A side? Who's the A side here? Who brings in the dollars? Devin Haney, he brings in nothing. He brings in nothing.
So
He's a nobody.
Vasil brings in the dollars. Let me know how many pay-per-views he's done.
Basile brings in the attention. People care about Basile.
Let me hear his biggest sold out arena. Go ahead. What was it? 2,800 or 4,000? Which one? Pick one. Pick one, you fucking fool. Pick one.
Everybody knows.
Let me guess. He sold out in the UK when he fought Luke Campbell, right?
Everybody knows.
Don't stutter now. Do you know your boxing or not? You fucking.
He's a three-way world champion.
A what?
He's a three-way world champion. He's the franchise champion.
Who'd he beat for the belt?
Haney,
Who'd he beat for the belt?
Zaire Dillon,
Who'd he beat for the belt?
Random Russian.
Who he beat for the belt? Who he beat for the belt?
He just beat an Olympic. He just beat an Olympic gold medalist for the belt.
For a vacant title
Just
shot.
beat an Olympic gold
medal. You know why everyone says he's an Olympic gold medalist? Because they don't want to say that he already had a fucking loss when he fought Vasile.
Olympic gold medalist. Olympic gold medalist.
You're a clown, man. You guys are not boxing fans. You're not boxing fans. You're clowns, man. You're a clown. The minute you say that Canelo ducked, you're a clown, man. You know that they stripped Canelo because Derevchenko didn't want to take $5.5 million, but he took $5.5 million to fight Gennady. Get your little dumb ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because Lomachenko wants to be a unifier. Yo, my man making shit up out here. A unifier. Get the fuck out of here. Any other callers, man? Let's get some more. Late night bring out the weirdos. I love it. I'm gonna have to start doing more late night shows. This is great. We got some any callers, you gotta just hit us up on Skype. But I guess not, man. We're gonna go ahead and end it. It's late everywhere. I guess I'm on Central Time too, so it's really 12:20 on the East. Still a little bit early on the West, right? It's only 9 in the West. Y'all should be up. Canelo got stripped to avoid his mandatory in Derevchenko. Man, Derevchenko bitch ass ain't want to take that motherfucking $5.5 million to get his face cracked. So he took the $5.5 million to go with the older man. You know what I'm saying? He fought the older man. He didn't want to fight Canelo for the glory, for all the belts. He wanted to fight for a vacant belt versus an old dude so that he could come back and renegotiate with Canelo. Come on. No, I didn't change the number, bro, but I'm on the road. We got Raiders in L.A. calling in. Who this? Hello.
What's up, man? What's going on, man?
What up? Who's this?
It's AJ from Chicago.
AJ, what it do?
What it do, man? I just want to say that out of the youngsters, I think Devin Haney is gonna be the one that's gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Because he's naturally bigger than Tank and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? He got just as much. He got just as much skill as both of them. But I've seen Tank fight with my own eyes in amateurs, and I've seen him quit before. You know what I mean? And I know that he was young. He was coming out of the juniors. We was at the National Pal. He was coming out of the juniors, and he fought this dude named Eduardo, and he quit. You see what I'm saying? He's spitting his mouthpiece out. So I mean, once you see shit like that, it's in you. You know what I mean? It ain't happened yet. He ain't fought nobody tough. And I don't want to see it happen to him, but I've seen it before. So it's not, it's not beyond a stretch of the imagination. I think that's some shit that's going to happen when you fight somebody that's, a little complicated for him. He gets mentally rattled, man. He did the same shit with the kid that Shakur just beat, Joet Gonzalez. Shakur just beat him easily. But shit, Tank quit in the amateurs against him too. He turned around, all type of shit. And, so I don't know about Tank. The jury's still out on Tank for me. He's popular, but I don't know about that one. But
well, all right, man.
Lomachenko is definitely ducking Devin Haney. I think that means it's clear to say he deducked Pacquiao, and everybody keeps saying it's gold medalist this, gold medalist that. But when you bring it up with Terence Crawford beat 2 gold medalists. You see what I'm saying? But it don't apply to him. You know what I mean? That same argument don't apply, so don't nobody want to hear that shit. But that's my call.
It damn sure don't apply to me. You know, I could care less about Felix Diaz gold medal. I don't give a fuck about that shit. They could rub that shit on their chest. But let's see if we got Raiders in LA here. Raiders.
Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you, brother. What's up?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, hey, man. And I don't know what fucking button to push on this thing. Every time I call in, it's kind of hard. Anyways, hey, we can't be saying that Loma is fucking ducking Devin Haney until we find out who's going to fight next. I mean, if he's going to fight...
Dog,
well,
that was his
like,
mandatory. That was his mandatory. He asks not to fight his mandatory to be named franchise champion.
I know that. But if he's going to fight somebody better than Devin Haney, then he wouldn't be ducking him, right?
But when? When? Next year?
So
next year?
Fight. No, his next fight. Like if he says he's
but
he's
not.
Pacquiao,
Doggy, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. He's not fighting anyone till next year. It's not till next year.
Well,
you understand that, right? Because Teofimo fights December 14th. There's no way that Vasil's going to fight him December 30th.
No, what I'm trying to say is his next fight. Even if Devin Haney's his next fight, right? It will be next year, right?
No.
Or no?
No, it could have been this year. Well, if he fought, listen, he just fought in August. He could have fought Devin Haney in December. He just don't want
possibly.
it. He don't want it.
Possibly. But I'm just saying, you know, maybe who knows? Maybe he might fight somebody better. If he doesn't, then yeah, it's a duck. But anyways, another caller that was talking about Gervonta Davis saying that he wants to fight Loma, man. That guy. Gervonta doesn't fight anybody but empty Bud Light cans, man. That guy's not fighting anybody. He said that he has him on video saying he'll fight. Of course, he says he's gonna fight anybody, but it's not up to him. It's up to Mayweather and Ellerby. So, I mean, come on, man. We all know what it is with him. Anyway, that's my comment.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in.
Sure.
All right. Who else we got? All right. So I'm waiting in. I know I got a few people trying to jump in on the line in the last few seconds here. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Lets us know you do enjoy what it is we're doing at the times that we're doing it, when we're doing it, from where we're doing it, making sure we bring you that boxing talk. We got Wassam. Man, don't let me. Is this Wassam from back in the day? Wassam, is this you or is this a new Wassam?
Nah, I don't know. I think I only called in once.
Okay, what's going on, brother?
I don't know if you like me in. Chilling, man. I'm just here calling, listening to y'all, man. Yo, this dude Loma is, man, he different, man. I was saying the same thing in the chat you were saying, man, about how he said he would fight. Pac said he would fight him at 140, and he was even saying he could. I think I heard him in an interview saying he could go down to like 135 if he really wanted to. Cause that nigga Pac is tiny. You know what I'm saying? He ducking all that smoke. He don't want to fight nobody, man. Tank, but talking about Tank, man, Tank need to clear out that 135, man, before people start talking like he is a star. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he got to fight Loma to clear it out. Loma got most of the belts.
Yeah, but he, you know.
Well, actually, he only got one belt now. Where he got the WBA and the WBO, because the WBC is Haney.
So who you think? So if he can't fight Loma, who's the next fight for Tank? You think?
I mean, they're gonna fight Leo Santa Cruz, bro. You already know that.
But that's trash to me, bro.
Yeah, I know, but that's what they're doing because they think that putting him in with a Mexican builds his fan base.
Yeah, of course. It do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why they was gonna do Abner, but Abner, I fucked up.
Yeah. But still, man, there's better fights out there for my man.
Oh, way better, way better.
Especially at 135, bro.
Way better fights.
To me, he should have been moved up to 135. He should have been did that instead of looking stupid and losing that shit on the scales. like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shit is lit, man. Shit is lit. My son Pac, he fighting at 147 for that bread, man. He could have went down. He could have went way down and fucked that nigga Loma real quick. I would have put money on Pac any day.
Yeah, man. He said he couldn't go no higher than 138. But Wassam, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, brother. Go ahead and wrap this one up. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, calling in, hitting the thumbs up, and sharing this on your social media, letting a friend know at the water cooler, at work, letting them know that there is a spot for boxing fans out there to talk about boxing. You know, when you're disgruntled, when you're upset at the situation, this is the place to get it off your chest. And guess what? They are listening. Yeah, I was wrong, I guess, with Progress. I mean, and Taylor, a lot of people were though, right? No? They said Loma the real WBC champ. Man, you kidding me? How you giving up your title, man? If he the champ, then Canelo the champ. Come on, y'all got to pick y'all poison, man. Anyway, I'm out, man. See you on the next one.